Hi everyone, it's Nono here, and this is my live stream on creative AI and coding. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Nono Martínez Alonso. I host the Getting Simple podcast on creativity, simple living, lifestyle design, technology, and culture, and also make these videos and streams on creative AI and coding here, where we see things from automation to using technology, using machine learning models, sometimes even trying to write them, which is pretty challenging, but we try to do that. I will remind you before we get started that I try to put detailed timestamps of all the sections of these videos. These videos are live, so this means that there will be troubleshooting, there will be issues, there will be cool things that happen live, because this is not pre-recorded or even edited. I mean, at least what you're seeing here. So go and look at the timestamps on YouTube and also on the comments, and maybe that can help you go and scroll to the parts that interest you, if anything. And remember, we have more than 100 live streams, so you can go back in the playlist and take a look at them all. I would invite you to subscribe and click on the bell to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new video. And please give me a thumbs up if you're liking the themes or if you would like for me to keep going and show up more often. All right, let's get going. So for those of you who are not yet on the community, you can join Anonymous/Discord. I'm trying to use the stage there, which is another way of sharing screen and also doing video conference or talking in a way that could allow me to engage with you. So we can talk there as if it was a Zoom call, and we can also share screen while we are preparing for the stream. And as Jose Luis has done on the chat saying hi, Jose Luis García El Castillo, I would encourage anyone who connects with us today, or even if you connect later offline, leave a comment on the chat, tell us where you're connecting from, what you're liking or not liking, and maybe if you have any questions, drop them there. Last stream was live 110. We took a look at Apple MLX, large language models, for example, was one of the things we looked at. Mistral 7B, we saw how to clone the repo from Apple MLX, how to set it up and download the Mistral model, and how to run that locally, in my case, on an M3 Max Apple Silicon Mac. Those are the timestamps I was talking about, so you can see those on most of my streams and many of my videos, and those would allow you to skip the boring parts and know where you have to go to actually find the parts you're interested in. YouTube only lets you put so much on the title of the video, so we can only put so many things, but there's a lot in 1 or 2 hour streams. So what are we going to do today? Nothing specific, a lot of things that we might take a look at. And what I have in here is a set of random topics. So I'm going to go one by one. I'm going to be talking about them. I talked to Jose Luis about some of them already before this call on the Discord stage. You can actually go there if you want to talk to me or talk to other people who join for future streams. All right, the first one is password managers. I've used the first part of the year, almost not the first month, but like the last 2 or 3 weeks, to clean up and stop using some password managers, try to look at what other password managers are there, and kind of rethink my strategy to protect some of my secrets in terms of like credit cards and other personal information, and how to store it. So I've seen approaches, for example, 1Password, LastPass, or other options are really good. I personally opted for Bitwarden, which is a free option. If you just want a password manager, you have to pay, and it's really cheap. It's $10 a month, no, $10 a year. So it's 80 cents a month. If you want to use their TOTP, I think it's called, the two-factor authentication, basically the one-time tokens that expire, temporary tokens, those 6 numbers that you have to put when you want to log in into other places. That's for some secrets. I personally don't put my passwords there. I just put hints because, I don't like the idea that if somebody steals my vault, let's say, that they're going to see all my passwords and have access to everything. So I try to use algorithmic passwords in a way that I can remember them with easy hints. And if somebody steals my vault of passwords, they won't really have my passwords. The other technique I use is encryption. I actually use GPG encryption and other like SSL and SSH keys to encrypt. So that's how I, for example, get authorized to places like GitHub and other places where I have to interact with Git. And that's with GPG also, I encrypt and decrypt files in a way that allow me to store it in unsafe places. So for example, I can store things on a thumb drive or an external USB drive, external SSD, or remotely on Dropbox because they're encrypted. So if somebody steals or gets access to my computer or to my Dropbox account, they won't be able to open those files, right? This is a way in which you can encrypt digital files like images or videos or other things. But for me, it's really useful for secrets like credit cards and other sensitive information that you might have. So that's for password managers. If you want me to talk more about this, just leave a comment and maybe we can make another video, or maybe we can chat on Discord about this. All right, so the next thing is Notion. I have been trying to also clean up the organization. There is like something with computers that passwords, files, documents, tasks, and many of these things, I actually end up not knowing where to go, because I generate more files than I can sort. I generate more notes and more projects that I can actually keep tidy, and I still don't have a proven strategy. I've seen the second brain Notion approach and the books and the methods, but I think that's a bit too much for somebody to generalize for everyone to use. I think everyone needs to craft their own system, and I think the least systems you have for actually forming those documents and those tasks that you want to do when you're organizing these contents and projects, it just adds more friction if you have too many systems. The least you have, the better. And if you set systems that you can reuse many times, that is really good. Okay, for the next thing, we have Lottielab. This is a tiny tool that I thought I could show today, but I'm probably not going to demo today. It's really cool. I mean, maybe let's go there. Lottielab. Let me see if that's... Maybe it is just a website. So, okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was trying this a little bit. You can create a new Lottie file. You can actually import from Figma as well. And this is a tool that really easily allows you to create shapes and things and animate them extremely easily. So let's make a quick, really quick demo here. All right. And remember, if you're online with us, I'll encourage you to say hi on the chat and tell us where you're connecting from. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell if you're going to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos. And we have some of these shapes here. Great. So imagine we have these 3 shapes. I could quickly set this to animate, and I could go here. Well, note how when I clicked on animate, well, this did it before for me, but it's not doing it anymore. So I could now put this thing and say where I want this thing to go. And I can do the same for other shapes in this one. All right, and now maybe we do that. And I don't know if I can actually add text here. There was another tool that I installed recently that allowed me to do that. But yeah, so here I created this animation. So it's actually just 30 seconds. So let's put the composition to be 50. I did that in here. And let's see. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, these things, you can just move them around. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna play. Oh, nope. So let's make this 50 seconds, 3 seconds, 50 seconds. Okay. Yeah, and that's my composition. This is what I just did. And you can actually go into the timeline. We can take a look at these effects, position and rotation. And if I double click, I can get an easing curve. Let's look at rotation. All right. And now I have this easing curve in there. Let's try to change it on one of them so we can see the difference. Okay, natural, but we're gonna do, yeah, I like this better. I like the slowdown better. Okay. Yeah, and now, I mean, one thing we could do, we could phase them out so they actually finish at different points in time. Okay, and we're gonna make the composition 1 second so we can see. And one last change. Let's go to animate, root, and we're just gonna phase these things out. All right, now we got our composition. Great, so we could do, I mean, we could do a lot more stuff, and what they let you do is you could now go, so this is the root, and there is a way, so if I go out of here, yeah, so this is our animation, and I can export directly and make a GIF. So this renders my GIF, and this I can download automatically. File properties, frame rate, 30. Let's see. All right, and that's what we created. This is live 1111111. All right, great. So that's for Lottie. You can also export video, blah blah blah. And I actually installed another tool recently that does something super similar. Move. Okay, so we've seen Lottie, and now we're gonna see Move by Linearity Cloud. I made this video here, which, I mean, this application is exactly for the same thing, really similar, right? So I created, I feel like this one is a bit better, has more stuff. Yeah, I made that, that's my animation, right? And that's scene 1, so I can open that scene and I can go back to the project. So you can do this, and now you could make another blank scene. We could show the inspector. I'm not sure if I can change. This is actually component. How do I create something here? Okay, open the scene. Okay, now we can add stuff so we can have a background fill. And we're gonna put some shape here, stroke. So my fill, it's no fill. All right, and we got this thing, you can center it. This one seems to have more stuff, honestly. Okay, and we're animating, so the same thing applies than before. So we could say, well, the first thing, I could animate by hand. So I could do that. And that's my animation. It already has some smoothing, right? But you can click on the shape and you can actually do these things. So for example, it's already going to be doing some stuff for us, right? So now I go back to my project and we got the animations. I'm not sure if I can trim this stuff. Animation scene, where is my timeline? 10 seconds. Okay, I want to change this. I want to make this shorter. How do I change my animations time? Pin, what's in here? Pin, animate, design. No idea. Okay, let's go back to the project. Maybe here. Maybe the inspector. Type fade push. Yeah, so we got, not really sure how you, okay, duration 3 seconds, duration 2 seconds, and now we have our composition. We can make this big to preview, and I'm gonna get out of the scene and play. Okay, so that's our animation. That's move, and the other one was Lottielab. Okay, now I'm gonna showcase Visual Electric. So we've had Adam Menges on the podcast and the live stream and multiple times. This is his latest startup. So I'm gonna show that in here. So you can go visualelectric.com. You can log in with your Google account, as I did. And here are some canvases that I've already created, but we can create a new canvas. So I have here, let's hide this. Oh, I went out. Let's go here. Let's actually hide. I think you can hide this inspiration. All right. So let me go there. Okay. So here we can imagine things. So first thing we can do, we can actually go and choose an image proportion. So we can say, okay, we want it tall, we want it ultra wide, we want it widescreen. We can choose style. So we can choose between different types of things. So maybe let's go to embroidery. We're going to make this interface slightly bigger. You can see better. And colors, we can choose a color palette, which I'm not gonna choose. I'm just gonna write a prompt. So let's go to write a prompt here so you can see it with me. Oh, and you get autocomplete. Let's say a red fox gazing at the blue sky with clouds in a green prairie during sunset. Oh, that's a good thing. In the sky, there are dragons. let's see. Let's just try this. So we would click here on this lighting, and we'll get a placeholder here for our images, the generated images, zoom to fit. Okay. And these images here, if I click one, that's actually being generated. And we have here some properties which we could change to remix it. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. And then from one, if you like it, you can touch it up. You can do detail upscaling. That seems to be a premium feature. And you can make variations. For example, if we like this one, we can say the creativity to 100 to try to make them as different as possible. And then we get a new grid below here with the new images that are going to be coming from this one here. Note that this is actually a TL draw canvas behind the scenes, so we can move things around, we can do undo and stuff, and up to what they have been wanting to expose. We can actually do markup in here, and we can choose from different colors. Okay, and here I'm going to, where is my break slide? I'm gonna break for a second and I'll come back. Okay, break ended. Now we're back to where we were. We were exactly here at this topic. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we got different options there, and maybe we can just try to make more, but with a completely different aspect ratio and styling and all that stuff. So now we get this new spot here on the canvas where this image is going to be generated. And while this is getting done, maybe what we can do is, let me try this thing. Doesn't seem like it's being smooth. Okay, which other shapes do we have here? Oh, all right. And let's see, are these generated? Did I run out of credits? It's possible. I mean, there's only so many credits that you get every day for free. Unsure, not really sure what's going on. Okay, so that was, okay, they're generating now. So that was, maybe we can remove some and get less of them. I don't know. Maybe we can put here a hedgehog. I don't know. Oh, what's happened here? Something's off. Okay, let's leave from here. Okay, we have a canvas here and something went wrong. Okay, we still get, like, the canvas has been saved. This is the latest image that I've generated, and I'm not sure if these ones are going to be generated, but I could, I could edit or like click here, remix. Not sure what's going on, but something's off. Okay, let's see if that works. But yeah, that in a nutshell, this is what Visual Electric is right now. And you can also use touch up, so you can put something here, say like yellow eyes or something like that, and then you touch it up and it's going to generate options for us to replace the parts that I said I wanted to touch up. So let's see if this works, and then we'll move on. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Maybe we can see that later. Now, I am presenter. Not going to talk about this today. I mean, I had it here, but yeah, there's some other topics that I want to talk about. I'm going to end early today. Just wanted to show up today to talk to you guys and getting back to the Thursday night pace. We also will talk about the podcast and monetization. So some other things there that I've shared previously. So yeah, without further ado, I'll invite you to join the community again at Nono Martínez Discord. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell if you want to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos. And we're in Discord, so if you want to write anything there or ask any questions, that's fine. And I'll give you a quick lead, something soft here, a bit slower than usual. You go to gettingsimple.com/ask. You'll get to this form where you can submit a question, a voice note. You can hit start recording and send a question to me for the live stream or for the podcast. And you can even get your phone or your computer and send the video. Just drag a file here and send it, and I'll get it. I get a message notification about it. Again, thanks a lot. It was Nono Martínez Alonso here, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And remember, like the video. That helps us continue with the channel. Bye. Still here. Bye-bye.